doing my little video.
honor and privilege of introducing a young man who has exemplified academic excellence throughout his high school career while at Millington Central High School. Darrell James Warberg is the son of James and Carol Warberg. Darrell is proud to have both sets of grandparents, as well as many other friends and family in attendance tonight. He follows in the footsteps of his sibling Trojan graduates, Lauren and Eric Warberg, and his younger brother, Joffrey, is waiting in the wings. Darrell has challenged himself with many honors in advanced placement courses while maintaining a 4.4 weighted GPA. He achieved a composite ACT score of 31, earned the highest score of 5 on 2 different AP exams, and is graduating with both honors and distinction tonight. Darrell has been involved with the Beta Club and National Honor Society during his past 2 years in high school. He also served on the Knowledge Bowl team with many other bright young minds for the past 4 years, including a stint as captain for the past 2 years. He is proud that this year's team made it to the quarterfinals of the WRAG Channel 3 Knowledge Bowl tournament, farther than any other squad in MCHS history. He is an accomplished young man who was named an academic all-star by the Commercial Appeal and C-Spire Wireless, and he was the first place winner in the River City chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution Columbus Day Essay Contest. However, Darrell's life extends beyond the halls of MCHS. He is also a God-fearing, fun-loving young man who loves to hike in the wilderness and cheer for the Tigers. He plans to enroll at the University of Memphis in the fall, where he is the recipient of the Cecil Humphreys Presidential Scholarship and will major in civil engineering. I present to you this evening, valedictorian of the class of 2013, Mr. Darrell James Warberg.
Well, you're probably wondering why I gathered you all here today. That's not it. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Still not it. Well, what did you expect? Who knew that trusting only Google and YouTube to help write a speech would mess me up? But I would be lying if I said I didn't use and abuse these tools to help me write the speech. I figured the best way to finish was to just copy and paste the best parts of many different people's commencement addresses and declare it my own work. Hey, it worked for me in English classes. Just kidding. Mostly. But seriously, there's a couple things I want to say while I'm standing up. And yes, Mrs. Barkley, I did just end a sentence with a preposition. One thing I've noticed in my high school years is just how obsessed my generation is with technology and social media. You do know there's a world beyond your iPhone, right? Just a couple quick tips on this subject. Make sure you take time every day to actually talk to the people you care about. Get off the couch and tell your mom you love her. Stop playing Angry Birds for 5 sneaky minutes and tell your family how much you appreciate them. Yes, even the annoying brothers and sisters. I promise your Facebook friends will be there when you get there. But before you go back to tweeting your life away, go out and enjoy the weather every day, rain or shine, snow or sleet. Oh, and if you ever have to ask yourself if you should post something on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, the answer is always, always, always no. Don't do it.
Thanks, Darrell.
Stepping down from my social media soapbox, I want to give some extra advice to my fellow graduating seniors. And no, it's not the cliche of be unique and be yourself. Besides, how much does that really mean when we're all dressed in the exact same robes? Here it is. The world tells us that the key to happiness is to go out and be as selfish as possible. Looking back at thousands of years of human history, how well has that worked out for us? However, I challenge you to pick up your cross daily and dedicate your life to service and self-sacrifice. While I'm on the subject, did you know there's a really easy way to make the rest of your life awful? Always set your eyes on the next new car, or big house, or shiny toy, and I promise you'll never be truly happy again. In the book of Ecclesiastes, King Solomon tells us that whoever loves money never has enough, and whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. This too is meaningless. Don't worry, seniors and other audience members, I'm getting close to done. I just have one more thing to talk about. Hard work, or specifically our aversion to it. It seems like many of us are afraid of hard work. We think that doing our best is somehow uncool or will make you look like a nerd. which, might I remind you, is not always a bad thing. On a side note, to quote Bill Gates, don't make fun of nerds. Chances are you'll end up working for them. But really, why do so many people today fear hard work? To combine the words of two of the most quoted people I know of, Franklin Delano Roosevelt and Yoda, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. And as the little green guy put it, fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Favorite Star Wars characters aside, there really is nothing to be afraid of in good old-fashioned hard work. People from all walks of my life, from the awesome baseball team coach, Lewis Hale, to the phenomenal MCHS teachers like Mr. Price, Mr. Marquardt, and Mrs. Barkley, among many others, have taught me one very important point, summed up by the Bible verse, Proverbs 14:23. In all labor, there is profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. I'd say that nailed it. But with regards to work, just take Ash Ketchum's view on it. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. But you have to know what you're looking for. Thomas Edison once said, and rightly so, that opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. And now we're to the part of the speech where you've zoned out or you're screaming inside your head, he's still talking, isn't he? Got your attention, didn't I? Well, don't worry, I really am almost done this time. I just wanted to end on this. Thank you to my awesome friends and family, including both sets of grandparents, Jim and Barbara Warberg, and Darrell and Marilyn Boyer, as well as all the great teachers and staff at MCHS. Oh, and I almost forgot. I want to give a shout out to Sidewalks for keeping me off the streets all these years.